Lakers still without Rajon Rondo as Avery Bradley gets the start instead.
As a coaching staff or teammates, you make him aware of that also. He's got to do a better job of making sure he impacts the game early.
Deep catch by Gobert, who's able to squeeze it in before McGee came.
Bradley initiate the offense. It takes them out of what they're trying to do.
James lob inside, and Anthony Davis oops the alley. These fans hope they see plenty of that this season.
Special player. Been around quite a while and impacted from the beginning.
Mitchell feeding Gobert beautifully. Good vision.
Whether it be off of pick and roll action or just drive and kick action, they're exceptional at getting each other involved.
James buries a three.
I'm sure LeBron James is well aware. He's got to be better. In the first game, the numbers look good, but he wasn't the same LeBron James. So there's concern.
Mitchell, it'll drop in the floater.
They're going to make the proper adjustments, though.
Green, high off the window, used it beautifully.
I like the timeout by Frank Vogel. It's changed the game outside of the NBA.
So you're going by the playground and you're hearing people say, no, that was the second step after the gap.
Absolutely.
A shooter getting to play with Anthony Davis and LeBron James, easy choice. Mitchell gets the roll.
I don't know if you know, living in LA is not bad either. For makes or misses, they got to push the basket.
They'll get a chance here. 3-on-1. The three, no good for Davis. Green the offensive board. That's an easier look for Anthony Davis. Little two-man game, Green and Davis. Davis the shake and the jumper. Caldwell Pope gets his hands on that pass. Davis lobs it up and just puts it in. He was going for the pass, but instead it's going to be a jumper for Anthony Davis.
It's unbelievable what they're going to be able to do.
O'Neal unable to finish. Davis is to end the 10-0 Laker run. Caldwell Pope's jumper is short. Howard another offensive rebound, and Daniels buries the three.
I really like the way that Dwight Howard has played early on in this season.
They gave up 40 points in the second quarter Tuesday night against the Clippers. James banks it in. It's going to be a tough matchup for George Niang. Moutier behind the cutter. A fortuitous hop for Utah, and O'Neal cashes in.
And if you're the Lakers, what you don't want to do is turn the ball over. Want to seeing a shot go through the net.
Bradley, a good look from three, and he buries it.
Long year, it's a great time to be an LA fan, a basketball fan specifically.
Beautiful down-court feed, and Moutier puts it in. 2 field goals and 6 turnovers. They have 12 for the half. As Gobert is found going up, count it, and a chance for 3 for Rudy Gobert. Green can't spin it in. Boy, this is a frenetic slot fest as Ingles cashes in on the other end.
Absolutely.
1 to shoot. Cook gets it off and banks it in. Strong poise from Quinn Cook. Conley around the Mitchell screen. Conley leaves it. Good movement here. Green connects on a 3. Mitchell cutting through. What a nifty move from Donovan Mitchell. It's a 1-point game. He is staying in the game despite that. It was attended to during the timeout. James shovels. Davis finishes.
You get Quinn Cook on Donovan Mitchell. Much better to be aggressive than Avery Bradley defending, but good job battling.
Oh, beautiful feed. James to Davis, and a chance for 3. Conley doesn't get that to drop either. He's 0 for 5 in this first half. James storming down the floor. The spin and the finish. James in transition. Look out. Mitchell on the emphatic rejection. Conley got fouled by Bradley, no call, and wow, it's a hot potato and nobody wants it. But Mitchell says, fine, I'll finish it. Mitchell talked about recently that Mike Conley has been speaking with him about not committing to the air and trying to pass from it so often. As Mitchell that time commits to the air and gets the angle on his shot. Bradley shimmies into a deuce. Conley pedaled his way into bodies and turns it over. 3-on-2. Green, got it! Who do you think Dallas could end up doing this year?
I'd be disappointed if they don't make the playoffs. They have two guys in that lineup that can take over games.
The first 2 games for the Mavericks this season, 2 wins. James lobs it up, and Davis throws it down.
This is a well-designed play out of the timeout. Little pick and roll action with Davis at the 5, diving to the cup. On point lob pass from LeBron James, and Anthony Davis does the rest. That's beautiful camera work right there.
Oh.
Sometimes it's got to be yourself. There's nothing wrong with hyping yourself up until you get there.
Conley over 6 from the floor tonight. James puts it in. Connected on the last 2 field goals for the Jazz. Here is Conley looking for the hype man and finding one.
Maybe you heard me.
I think so. Patented Conley floater, which we see him do in either hand as Caruso beats Utah off the inbound, and the third. Jazz had tied this game at 43, but then a 9-0 Laker run, and they've exchanged buckets since as Gobert softly lays that home off the delivery from Mitchell.
Underrated part of Gobert's game is his ability to catch and finish. That's a tough pass to catch at the same time, recognizing where the rim is and finishing.
8 points for Gobert, 7 rebounds. James lays it in, and the foul. Mike Conley and Quinn Snyder both raving about Donovan Mitchell to us before the game, about what a willing learner he is. In the corner, Daniels, he got it. Playing with their respective countries. Ingles for Australia, Gobert for France, Mitchell for the U.S. As Daniels hits another 3. Looking to jitter his way to some space, turned it over. Here comes James to Cook. No. James on the offensive glass puts it in. 20 is also the amount of field goals Utah has this evening. James fading away. Oh, yeah. Conley banks it in. Second field goal of the game for Mike Conley. He's very thrilled with what she's doing right now.
Appreciate the service, and Dad is extremely proud.
Shot clock down to 4 in the corner. Conley will take and finally get one to drop from deep. Backdoor, Conley nearly turned it over again. O'Neal plants the 3. And there, James Davis working a little 2-man game. James connects. 28 points, 10 assists, 7 rebounds for LeBron James.
All of a sudden, the supporting cast finds a way to gut out a big-time victory on the road.
Mark, when you looked at their roster, I mean, how did you project their defense for this year as James bunny hops into another bucket? Somebody who Frank Vogel just raved about before the game as, yeah, it's been that kind of night for Utah. Moutier off the dome of Bradley, and it springs a break for LA. 16-point Laker lead. As both teams have emptied their benches, Bradley squeezes that in. Cook bangs it off the backboard, and Howard puts it in. And the Lakers have their first win of the season. 95-86 the final.